Hey guys, Eddie in here, and today we're going to be doing like kind of a mini harvest. A lot of random stuff is ripe. Tomatoes are starting to turn red, so we'll show you what we got. Real quick, just want to show you how our mango's doing. It's getting a little bit bigger. A bunch of them are shriveling up and falling off, but I think this one is set, and I think these two are looking pretty well as well. The rest of these are pretty shrivelly, but a few of them are still turning kind of darkish color. I tried one of the shriveled ones, and it really had a strong mango taste. Not sweet, but just really mango taste. And I put some of this cardboard on the ground around these trees, just like we did with the leaves on the Logans, so that it would retain moisture because the leaves are kind of shriveling up. So we found a bunch of free mulch, so we might actually get that in here because grass is taking too long to grow, and you know, it doesn't look too great. Also, just an update, this thing's going crazy, and this one's reviving. This leaf grew in 3 days. It's not fully grown. This one grew completely in 3 days. This one will probably be, by the end of the 4th day, it will be completely grown. Alright, so let's go take a look at the garden. We got tons of stuff ripening, and we're also going to do a build today. The grape is really starting to reach over here, and it's only a few inches away from climbing onto that fence. So we're going to build a little arc. It's going to be kind of square. It's not going to look great, but once the grapes cover it, it's going to be beautiful. So since we haven't had like a garden update tour, I guess we'll just have that as we go. Coffee is doing okay. It's starting to wilt, but it's actually been growing a lot of leaves. Logan here is not doing well. It's kind of shriveling up. I don't know what's going on the ground or something, but we do have some fruits on it. Most of them fell off though. And banana's doing good. Still shriveling at the bottom. That's not going to change, but the bananas are pretty large. So I think you've probably already seen the giant pumpkin down here. This thing is growing. Ooh, we got a nice zucchini down there. This pumpkin is just growing like crazy. It's the biggest pumpkin I've ever grown back here. The orange ones I grew last year were... Wow, okay, I'm gonna need a scale because this thing is just so heavy. I need to know how much it weighs. It's crazy. It's nowhere close to ripe. The skin needs to turn dark green. So I think we're gonna get like an actual like jack-o'-lantern sized pumpkin. But we'll probably eat this. I don't know what else to do with it. Growing, not turning color quite yet. We did get one. And then just another cool thing, we're starting to get eggplants going on this guy. And there are a lot of flowers, so I think we're gonna get quite a few eggplants. And then another cool thing is, I mean, take a look at this. Look at this. We got avocados. We got a bunch of them. They're all over there up in the tree. There's not thousands. There's not hundreds. There's probably not even 20, but well, there's a decent amount. There's enough for us to like make some guacamole, eat some BLT sandwich with avocado. Flat, I guess you'd call it. Whoa, racers. And yeah, tomatoes, they're really growing crazy, especially the ones on the outside. The ones on the inside they've started to grow upwards, but it's mostly on the outsides where they are going crazy. So let's start right here. Just found this fruit on the ground. This is a passion fruit. It is not ripe, but we might cut it open today, just see what it looks like on the inside. So it fell. Usually they fall when they are purple. It must have been just hanging up there for some reason, but we'll go up and check on the roof and see if there's any more purple ones. You want to wait till it's completely shrivelly, like it's really shrivelly and wrinkled on the inside. And we're going to take a look at the one I picked a few weeks back that was fully green and see how it's doing. But this is what they look like when they're starting to get to that ripe stage, when their seeds are forming and turning juicy, and there's something edible on the inside. But you really want to wait till they're all wrinkled. So we'll probably take this, wait for a few days, and then maybe we'll eat it later. Okay, I just noticed back here we got another pumpkin. This thing is pretty monstrous as well. It's massive, and they form really weird. The top of the flower kind of like skin. I don't even know how to explain it. Just, I mean, look at it. It's weird. It's like a pumpkin inside of a pumpkin shell. But yeah, that's how they form. Don't know how we're gonna get it. Probably have to reach in there and grab it. But yeah, that's our other pumpkin. All right, we'll start on this side of the giant tomato forest. It's pretty big. Let's start with these cherries. There's not too many that are actually like 100% ripe. They're orange, but you can totally pick them orange. They're really nice and soft and sweet too. They're great. You can even pick them yellow actually. They'll ripen off fine. So we got a few right here. Oh, and it looks like we're starting to get a bunch there. In fact, they don't even, I pick them like completely orange. It takes them a while to turn red, and I think they're kind of overripe once they're red. Also, it looks like we got some grapes right here, and these are great. These are way better than the store-bought ones. They're nice and sweet and a lot better. less acidic too, since they're grown here and picked at a better time. Let's see what happened to this. Wow, this one was eaten all the way through. Compost. This one's kind of a little bit underripe. It'll change. And there's a ton of grapes. It's just crazy. You got to see this. Yeah, if you take a look back here, I thought there weren't very many cherries because they're green. But if you look closer, there's just hundreds. They're everywhere. And the grapes as well. It's gonna become a nightmare trying to actually harvest all these. Just look at how many there are. There are actually hundreds in this small area right here because they flower so much. On the other side right here, and we have got a few more. Right here are some more of the stripies, and they're taking their time. You can pick them like this even, actually. I mean, I showed where I did that. But I like to leave them till they're red. And this is what they look like. They don't really look too stripy anymore, just kind of like orange lines on them. And these are sweet. I mean, I had another video of me trying some of them, and they were really good. So, the only new thing we've had so far is the grape, but also the bell. Also, if you take a look at these aren't really starting to change yet. But if you look down there, back there, we're starting to get some ripening on our monster purples right there. So down here, this thing grew a bunch of tomatoes really, really fast. And you can see they're perfect shapes. They're perfect bell shapes. And I was like, when are they gonna ripen? They finally are. Oh, that just came off. I didn't mean to pick that, but it's kind of a peach color. In the other one, oh shoot, how am I gonna get this out? It's so dense. It's just filled up with these perfect bell-shaped tomatoes. And there we go. Look at that. It's perfect. Cut it up, put it in a salad. Just perfect color. And it's so nice. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to go into the forest. See if I can get us some. Man. Oh wow, there's a lot in here. I'm gonna need to get some scissors. I'm just gonna cut the whole line off of. All right. Yeah, so here's another instance where you can just cut the whole line down and they'll just ripen. Oh, this is a bit, it's kind of a bit much. Actually, yeah, there's a bunch of green ones on the end, so we'll leave those. Okay. So what you can do, if you wait till the first ones to turn red are dark wet red, bit overripe, then the other ones will just be yellow. They won't really have much green to them. But you don't really want to do that because then you get a bunch of overripe ones and a bunch of underripe ones. You kind of want to balance it out. So let's get some of these. And there's going to be so many. Cherry tomatoes, you know, they always grow like in hundreds, but this year, you know, we got a lot extra flowers and really good soil, much better than last time, all mulched up. So they're going to be extra large. I just dropped one way down there. Oh, okay. It's really hard to fit in here, let alone harvest. All right. So here's what we got. And that. I will say we don't have many cucumbers this time. I think it's because the aphids and also the Armenians are taking over the whole thing. So we're gonna get a bunch of these big ones. Apparently they get 3 feet long, but not a lot of the cucumbers since aphids took them over. Oh, this is a sickly looking one. That's way overripe, but it's too small. Ooh, I didn't see this guy here. That looks like a mango shape right there. That's weird. Oh my goodness. That's a huge one. I didn't even see that. Okay, I think we're gonna actually do some pickling then, because these are all pickling cucumbers, and we still have a bunch more. Okay, if you look at the back, we got a little bit underripe, but we can try this. This is one of the Persian snake ones. It's pretty long. These are great for salads. You don't want to get them too big because then it's kind of hard to chew in your salad, and it's too big. Right here. And I think I saw one more little cucumber. Oh yeah, right there at the back. We got kind of a pickling cucumber I've seen here for a long time, and it's just not gotten too big, and it's kind of overripe now. The skin's pretty hard. Wow, we got a lot of aphids back here. here. Update on the watermelon. That thing is, it's really climbing. It's getting the aphids on it though. I think we're just gonna have to buy some ladybugs because there's not enough coming to help out. And it's, I don't know, it's getting really hot these days. Morning is starting to be cold, but then it just gets really hot. So not a lot of sun, which isn't too good, but it's also hot, which also isn't too good. So I'm watering this extra. We might get some blood meal on it. Maybe it'll start to grow, but you know, it has been climbing and crawling really far up the trellis. Okay, there's a underripe squash here, but I want to pick it because it's just so funny looking. Look at that. That looks like a banana. Like the way that it points at the end, it just looks like one. If it didn't have that weird stem, if it had the normal stem, it looks exactly like a banana. And I will tell you, the younger ones apparently taste a lot better, so it's okay. And we'll probably get a couple hundred more, and now that we picked this one, more energy will be spent into the other ones. So we're gonna do some zucchinis and squash today. They're a bit bigger than that though. Try one of these tomatoes real quick. Wow, I miss that taste. You can't get that from a store. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's really sweet. It's like a fruit. Dang. Seriously, grow your own stuff, guys. It's way better. It's just so much better. Okay, I need to find my scissors. All right, so we got a normal size one back here. Just gonna cut that, snip. Yeah, a little bit small actually for our normal size, but it's nice. It's nice and soft. It'll be really good. I think we actually got a bunch of zucchinis back here. So let's look for those. Oh yeah, I can see a ton. So the problem with hunting for these guys is they're green, so they really blend in, and you can literally have them hiding, and just like look at this. There's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bunch right here, and they're big, and they're only big because I didn't see them. Look at that. Just one hiding right there. Got another one right next to it. This pumpkin isn't helping. I don't think the scissors need to fit for that. Okay. Yeah, right there. These are perfect size. They're not too big, so you'll actually enjoy eating them. Ones that are too big, it's just a little bit too hard to use them for anything. Okay, next to our giant pumpkin. Got one more. Oh yeah, look at that. It's yellow on the bottom already. So that's 3 zucchinis. Let's see if I think I grew more plants than that, didn't I? I'll check if there's any in the back. Alright, I was able to find one more little baby gourd squash back there. I gotta say, these guys are getting hit very hard by the powdery mildew. It's actually kind of messing up the squash that are coming from it. But the pumpkin is, you know, it's not really getting too much. So I think we'll have that pumpkin for a while. Fire truck's so loud. Reminds you they're in the middle of the city, even though it looks like a forest. Anyways, yeah, so that's the harvest. I'll show you a quick shot of it, and it's on the table. Alright, here's the harvest. Got 4 zucchinis, 2 of the squash ones here. These are the striped peas, the cherries, the grapes, the bells, cucumbers, Persian and pickling, and our passion fruit. So we're gonna leave that. It's smaller than this one, which was underripe, but see how I left it and it's starting to get cracks on it like that. That's what you want. You want wrinkles. If it's like that, that means it's gonna be ripe soon. This one we picked when it was way underripe, so I don't know what's gonna go on in the inside. But this one, if I leave this for like a week, it'll probably be ripe. I've got 3 boards here that we're gonna use to build our kind of like arc shape. And this one is rotting very much, especially hoping that by the time the grape is solid and like wooden, it will rot completely and you'll just have grapes, so it'll be a completely natural overhang. So that would be cool. So I'm just gonna drill it up, take some measurements, and put it on. western door gate thingy kind of up. And it looks pretty cool with all the plants. They haven't even grown on it yet, so I know it's kind of off. I messed up. It's fine. It doesn't matter. They're gonna grow completely over it, and this is just exactly big enough to fit me. Like, seriously, it's perfect. I can barely fit through, but I can fit through. So yeah, we're gonna have the grapes climb on it. Mostly it was for the grapes. Pickaxe fell. Mostly it was for the grapes to climb. Like, as you can see, this Merlot grape is going crazy. It'll fill up in here eventually. But the passion fruit, if you can see that, it's also starting to climb down here. And I did put one over there too as well. So yeah, you know, everything's kind of racing. And then if you look down here, the pumpkin is actually starting to climb up, and it's actually been trying to climb on the roof. So that's fun. But hopefully this grape will take over, and it'll probably be over there. I'd say in a month it will be completely covering this thing. So it's just gonna climb on the top, just grasp around it, and hopefully that'll work. And then we have this one down here, which is starting to branch out. Actually, you can see down there it's starting to climb onto my pole that I put there, and then it will start to climb on this fence. And hopefully that will also start to climb and completely cover this. So yeah, pretty simple build. If they get really big, eventually we'll do one over there, but that's gonna take a really long time. If you look at that, banana leaves coming out even more. It wasn't even out that big. So yeah, anyways, before we wrap up this video, I'm going to go up on the roof and we'll just take a look at the passion fruit, see if any more of them are turning purple. All right, we're back up here again. Hey, look, soy milk. Okay. Don't see much. I see a few more blooming flowers that haven't been pollinated. Don't see a single fruit. I'm sure they're all just under there. Oh, here we go. Here's some fruits. Here's one. They're really getting baked up here. Wow. I don't see any fruits up here, and I can't feel any either. So that's, you know, that's not great. I think the leaves are just kind of covering them up. Oh yeah, if you look out there, you can see some. They're not purple though. I think the best part of our harvest will just be down there, but if you look at it, it's completely covered everything all the way down to the edge, just like it's perfect square. And it's starting to move up to the roof. Yeah, here we go. We got one yellow still. Hey, look at that. There's our tomatoes. So yeah, that's what our tomatoes look like from above right now. It's just getting crazier and crazier, and hopefully they'll make it up that wire trellis, but probably not. It's a bit late in the season. Pretty much all that you see down there is pumpkin. So, where did it fall from? It probably fell from right around here. It looks like as you get deeper into the bush, they get riper, but it's all covered in leaves. So, oh, here we go. I see. There's plenty of them. They're just all covered. Chicken. So yeah, they're not ripe yet. We're probably gonna have to wait quite a while. Just wanted to show you this, and in a few weeks we'll cut open that fruit, maybe next week, or just in a few days if it starts to wrinkle up, ripen really fast. Up here you can see the tops of our two trees right there. I really want to replace this tree with a cherimoya right here, because they grow pretty well here, and it doesn't look that different. It really doesn't. So maybe we'll try doing that, but I want to buy a nice tree, or air layer something. Air layering, probably do that. Don't see any ripe figs. They're all green right now. Yeah. All right, we'll be back here sometime. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out the Minecraft series we're doing. It's going to be basically just Quivica Season 6, my progress, and I'll be showing the progress of the other people on it.